Yes, people, how's it going? Welcome back to Lily White Lane. Frankfurt 0, Tottenham 0. Look, mixed emotions after that game. I think you've got to look at it as a whole and go, it's a decent point on the road. We're on 4 points, second in our Champions League group. 3 more games to go in our Champions League group, and 2 of them are at home. And 2 of them are winnable fixtures. We've got Lisbon at home and Frankfurt at home. Frankfurt at home is our next game. And look, the frustrating thing is we could have won tonight. We created chance after chance after chance. I don't know what Son was doing tonight, especially with Richarlison. I'm not going to have a go at Kane because I thought Kane held up play well. He just didn't really get the service from the wingers. But look, going forward today, we just didn't look brilliant. And it's really frustrating because it makes it look on the surface like it was a boring, poor performance from Spurs, which it wasn't in my opinion. I thought the midfield were brilliant today. I thought Højbjerg especially created a lot of chances, held up play well. I thought Perisic and Royale even had a decent game. By no means am I going to forgive him because he had a decent game for what he did against Arsenal. But it was better. It was an improvement from Royale. It was an improvement from Perisic. I thought especially the 2 midfield players, I was very worried. You know, it's another team, Frankfurt, 3 in midfield, an attacking midfielder in Kamada. I thought this could be very similar to the Arsenal game. It wasn't. Højbjerg and Bentancur didn't give them an inch. I thought they were brilliant today. And defensively, you know, that Romero performance was one very, very similar to the ones he was putting in last season. I thought Longley was brilliant tonight, you know, and it's frustrating because there was aspects and performances tonight which were brilliant. I thought, like I say, Højbjerg and Romero were fantastic today. I thought Kane had a decent game, but Son and Richarlison, chance after chance after chance, both of them in good position after good position after good position, didn't take their chances. And the amount of times Son or Richarlison had the ball in a good position after Kane or Højbjerg or Bentancur had laid it off for them, and they just gave it away so simply, which we weren't doing tonight. I've had a go at the team in the last few weeks for giving the ball away so simply in that Leicester game and in that Arsenal game. We didn't do that tonight. Only 2 players did, and those were Richarlison and Son. Now, look, I'm not going to have a massive go at them, because especially Son, but we both know they're top players, and top players will bounce back, and I'm sure they will. But it was frustrating from them tonight, and it lets us down on what was a very solid performance. But you've got to look at it as a whole. I'm seeing a lot of people going, oh, blah, 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 what has become of our club? It's like, what are you on about? Honestly, right? We're on 4 points in our Champions League group, right? 3 games in, we've played 2 away games, arguably one of the toughest away fixtures that you can play in world football. Frankfurt away, the atmosphere there tonight, absolutely rocking. And we dealt with it. We did deal with it. And you've got to look at it as, at the end of the day, we've played 2 away games. Marseille at home, we've taken 4 points from all those games. Yes, it could have been better, but we've taken 4 points. And you've got to look at it now as, okay, I'm not going to disrespect Lisbon. They beat us. They got some fantastic players, the likes of Pedro Porro, Marcus Edwards, Pedro Gonçalves, you know, St. Just at centre-back, Ignacio. I'm not going to disrespect Frankfurt. But both of those teams, in my opinion, are winnable fixtures at home. You know, we've only had 1 game at home in our Champions League group. And look, I'm looking forward to seeing the all-white again, the lily white in the stands, and Tottenham at home in the Champions League. And I do believe those games are winnable, especially at home. But look, end of the day, I'm not going to complain a lot. It's a decent point for me. It's not decent to the point where Joe Hart's shouting it out, but it is a decent point away. Very tough place to come to. You saw the crowd before the game and during it the whole way. They were absolutely fantastic. Spurs away fans made a really, really good amount of noise as well. And look, we've just got to move on now. We've got to move on. You know, huge game on Saturday. Brighton away. Hopefully get something from that game. At the end of the day, a point in that game is not the end of the world. But we should be looking for 3, and I hope that we will get 3. And look, next week, as I say, we go against Frankfurt. Again, I thought tonight we dealt with them brilliantly in defence. We just didn't take our chance. We just didn't finish our dinner. We couldn't score to save our lives. But I think we might have a better chance of doing that, if I'm being honest, at home. But look, comment your thoughts in the comment section down below. For me, it's a decent point. A very, very tough place to go to. I thought a couple poor performances in there. But just because it was a 0-0, we have to acknowledge the clean sheet. We have to acknowledge how good and solid the defence and midfield were, in my opinion, today. And look, players such as Højbjerg and Romero, I thought both of them were brilliant. Absolutely brilliant tonight. But look, let me know your thoughts and opinions on the game in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching. And as always, come on you Spurs. In Conte, we trust. Let's move on. Let's get something at Brighton. And let's qualify for the round of 16.